This play is sponsored by the California Civil Liberties Public Education Program, a state-funded grant project of the California State Library.
This is LA Theater Works. I'm Susan Loewenberg. Now, LA Theater Works continues with Zoot Suit by Luis Valdez.
Cada sábado en la noche yo me voy a borlotear con mi linda pachucona, las caderas a meñar. Ella le hace muy de aquellas cuando empieza a guarachar, y al compás de los timbales yo me siento petatear. Los chucos suave bailan la rumba y les zumban, bailan guaracha sabrosón, el pobrecito y el danzón. Los chucos suave bailan la rumba y les zumban, bailan guaracha sabrosón, el pobrecito y el danzón. ¡Yeah!
Los Angeles Times, August 8, 1942.
Extra, extra, read all about it. Special session of LA County Grand Jury convenes. DA charges conspiracy in Sleepy Lagoon murder. Extra.
Hey, here comes Edwards.
Hey, how about it, Lieutenant? What's the real scoop on the Sleepy Lagoon, huh? Sex, violence?
Marijuana?
Read all about it. Mexican crime wave engulfs LA.
Slums breed crime, fellas. That's your story.
Lieutenant, what exactly is the Sleepy Lagoon?
A great tune by Harry James, doll. Wanna dance?
It's a reservoir. An old abandoned gravel pit, really. It's on a ranch between here and Long Beach. Serves as a swimming hole for the younger Mexican kids.
Because they're not allowed to swim in the public plunges?
What paper are you with, lady? The Daily Worker?
It also doubles as a sort of lover's lane at night, which is why the gangs fight over it. Now they've finally murdered somebody.
Extra, extra, zoot-suited goons of Sleepy Lagoon.
But we're not going to mollycoddle these youngsters anymore, and you can quote me on that.
Yeah, one final question, Lieutenant. What about the 38th Street gang? Weren't you the first to arrest Henry Reyna?
I was. And I noticed right away the kid had great leadership potential. However...
Yes?
You can't change the spots on a leopard.
Thank you, sir.
Extra, extra, read all about the Mexican baby gangsters. Extra.
Charlie, que pinche agüite! Mexican baby gangsters? Zoot-suited goons of Sleepy Lagoon. Man, I knew it was coming. Every time the DA farts, they throw us in the can.
Pues que chingados, Hank. I can't believe this. Are they really gonna pin us with a murder rap? Got a wife and kid, man.
Well, there's one good thing anyway. We've made the headlines. Everybody knows we got the toughest gang in town, is it?
Listen to this pipsqueak. The biggest heist he ever pulled was his Tootsie Roll.
Here's your Tootsie Roll, is it?
What? That? Get my microscope, Smiley.
Oh, why don't you come and take a little bite, Joto?
Joto? Who you calling Joto? Maricon?
You, white boy. Hey, did I ever tell you got the finest little duck ass in the world?
No, you didn't tell me that, culero.
Why don't you vatos knock it off?
Cálmenla.
Pinches chavalos.
Chale, listen, we're just cabuleando.
Simón, Smiley, we're just horsing around.
Getting too old for this pedo, Hank. All this farting around con sus chavalíos.
Relax, carnal. No te agüites. The important thing is to stay cool.
You and me been through a lot, Hank. Parties, chingazos, jail. When you said let's join la pachucada, I joined la pachucada. You and me started the 38th, vato. I followed you even after my kid was born, but what now? This pinche pedo's serious.
He's right, Hank. They indicted the whole gang.
Yeah, you know the only one who ain't here is Rudy.
Well, what the hell do you care?
Well, he was at the Sleepy Lagoon too, is it? Throwing chingazos?
Yeah, but the cops don't know that, do they? Unless one of us turns stoolie.
Hey, I said, don't look at me. They beat the shit out of me. But that's all they got. Shit.
Well, that's all you got to give.
Okay, let's keep it that way. I don't want my carnalillo pulled into this. And if anybody asks about him, you vatos don't know nothing. You get me?
Simón.
Crazy.
Say, Jackson, I'm cool. You know that.
There's not a single patty we can trust.
Hey, ese, what about me?
You know what I mean, Tommy.
No, I don't know what you mean. I'm here with the rest of yous.
Yeah, but you'll be the first one out, cabron.
Give me a break, mañaco. Yo soy Pachuco.
Relax, ese. Nobody's getting personal with you. Don't I let you take out my carnala? Or don't I?
Simón.
Yeah, that's because you respect my family. The rest of them patties are after our ass.
Talk about patties, ese. You got company.
Hi, boys.
Trucha.
My name's George Shearer. I've been retained by your parents to handle your case. Can we sit and talk for a little bit?
You better check him out, ese. He looks like a cop.
Póngase el alma. Este me huele a chota.
What was that? Did you say I could sit down? Thank you. Okay, let me get your name straight first. Who's Jose Castro?
Right here, ese. What do you want to know?
We'll get to that. Ismael Torres?
That's me, but they call me Smiley.
Smiley. I see. You must be Thomas Roberts.
I ain't Zoot Suit Yokum.
Which means you must be Henry Reyna.
What if I am? Who are you?
I already told you my name's George Shearer. Your parents asked me to come.
Oh, yeah? Where did they get the money for a lawyer?
I'm a people's lawyer, Henry.
People's lawyer?
Simon, we're people.
At least they didn't send no animals, lawyer.
So what does that mean? You doing this for free or what?
I try not to work for free if I can help it, but I do sometimes. In this case, I expect to be paid for my services.
So who's paying you for what and how much?
Hey. Hold on there. I'm supposed to ask the questions. You're the one going on trial, not me.
Don't let him throw you, ese.
I sat in on part of the grand jury. Quite a farce, wasn't it? Murder one indictment and all.
Hey, you think we stand a chance?
Always a chance, Smiley. That's what trials are for.
He didn't answer your question, ese.
You still didn't answer my question, mister. Who's paying you and how much?
Well, Henry, it's really none of your damn business. But for whatever it's worth, I'll tell you a little story. The first murder case I ever tried, and won, incidentally, was for a Filipino. I was paid exactly $3.50, plus a pack of Lucky Strike cigarettes and a note for $1,000. Never redeemed. Does that answer your question?
How do we know you're really a lawyer?
How do I know you're Henry Reyna? What do you really mean, son? Do you think I'm a cop?
Maybe.
Well, what are you trying to hide from the cops? Murder?
Hey, what's the problem?
All right. Aside from your parents, I've been called into this case by a citizens committee that's forming in your behalf, Henry. In spite of evidence to the contrary, there are some people out there who don't want to see you get the shaft.
¿Sabes qué, mister? Don't do us any favors.
All right. You want another lawyer? I'll talk to the public defender's office.
Hey, wait a minute, ese. Where are you going with that briefcase?
De cincho se la va a volar la tapa.
Nel, este bolillo no sabe nada.
All right, kids, cut the crap. Give me the briefcase.
Let's give him a break, Hank.
Thank you. You know, you're making a big mistake. I wonder if you know who your friends really are. You boys are about to get a mass trial. You know what that is? Well, it's a new one on me, too. The grand jury has indicted you all on the same identical crime. But not just you four. The whole so-called 38th Street gang. And you know who the main target is? You, Henry. Because they're saying you're the ringleader. And I suppose you are. But you're leading your buddies here down a dead-end street. The DA's coming after you, son. And he's going to put you and your whole gang right into the gas chamber.
Gas chamber? Cálmenla! Okay. Say we believe you're a lawyer. What does that prove? The press has already tried and convicted us. Do you think you can change that?
Probably not. But then public opinion comes and goes, Henry. What matters is our system of justice. I believe it works, however slowly the wheels may grind. It could be a long, uphill fight, fellas, but we can make it. I know we can. I promised your parents the best defense I'm capable of. The question is, Henry, will you trust me?
Why should I? You're a gringo.
¿Cómo sabes?
Hey, you speak Spanish?
Más o menos.
You mean you understood us a while ago, ese?
More or less.
Híjole, qué gacho.
Don't worry. I'm not much on your Pachuco slang. The problem seems to be that I look like an Anglo to you. What if I tell you that I had Spanish blood in my veins? That my roots go back to Spain just like yours? What if I'm an Arab? What if I'm a Jew? What difference does it make? The question is, will you let me help you?
Charlie.
Okay.
Me too.
Same here.
Órale.
Okay, let's go to work. I want to know exactly what happened right from the beginning.
Well, I think the pedo really started at the dance last Saturday night.
Hey, who's got the reefer? Pasa los tres,
Órale.
Cuando salgo yo a bailar, yo me pongo muy catrín. Las visitas gritan, ¡Jerry, vete! Vamos a bailar el swing. ¡Hey!
Ese surote. How about a dance for old time's sake? No te hagas gacho.
Sorry, Bertha.
Is this your Luisa? This little fly chick?
Listen, Bertha.
Chale. She's just jealous, Della. Beat it, Bertha.
Beat it yourself, mira. You got no hold on me, cabrón. Not anymore. I'm as free as a bird.
Say, Hank, that's the Downey gang in the corner. You think they're looking for trouble?
There's only a couple of them.
That's all we need.
You want me to alert the vatos?
Nel, be cool.
Be cool. Uy, uy, uy. Forget it, Smiley. Since this vato joined the Navy, he forgot the difference between being cool and being culo.
Cuando voy al vacilón y me meto a un salón, las chavalas gritan, papi, vete, vamos a bailar danzón.
Hank, Rudy's at it again. He's been drinking since we got here.
He's okay, sis. Let the carnal enjoy himself.
Ese carnal.
Hey, what do you say, brother?
I'm flying high, Jackson. Feeling good, man.
Rudy, if you go home drunk again, mi papa's gonna use you for a punching bag.
How are you feeling, Hank?
Okay.
Still thinking about Bertha?
Chale, ¿qué traes? Listen, you want to go to the Sleepy Lagoon after the dance? I have something to ask you.
What?
Later.
You better tell Rudy to stop drinking.
Relax, sis. I'll carry him home.
Toca mambo sabrosón, se alborota el corazón y con una chavalona vamos a bailar el mambo.
Hey, Ruka, you wanna dance?
What's your problem, Missy?
Hey, I just wanna dance with your Ruka.
That's right, that's my Ruka. Why don't you go to that little guy?
Ese puchi, mi vato.
¿Y tú qué te importa, puto?
¡Hey!
He started it, ese. Él comenzó a chingar conmigo.
You chicken shit, ese. Tú me haces la puñeta, pirujo.
Come over here and say that, puto.
Rudy, agüita la carnal. You're a little out of your territory, que no rafas.
It's a barrio dance, ese. We're from the barrio.
You're from Downey.
Vale madre. Downey rifa! What are you gonna do about it?
I'm gonna kick your ass. ¡Cálmela!
You and how many vatos?
Just me and you, cabrón. That's my carnalillo you started pushing around, see? And nobody chinga con mi familia without answering to me, ese. Hey, Reyna!
All right!
Let's see if you can push me around like you did my little brother, ese. Come on! Come on!
¡Qué mamada, Hank! Pues that's exactly what the show needs right now, ese. Two more Mexicans knifing each other. Watcha! Everybody's looking at you.
Don't give me that bullshit, ese. I got him by the throat. Either I kill him or he kills me.
Pues that's exactly what they paid to see, ese. Think about it.
Get out of here, Rafas. Píntate!
What?
Rapas, vámonos, let's go.
Está suave. I'll see you later.
Whenever you want, cabrón. After the war.
Órale, you did it! Se escamaron todos!
Yeah, Hank, that was all Reed. We should chase those jotos out of here.
I could have beat the shit out of those two rucas.
That pinche Rafas is yellow without his gang, ese.
So why didn't you jump out there?
Charlie, Rudy ain't my baby brother. Who you calling baby, pendejo? I'll show you who's a baby.
Be cool, listen. Man, you're lucky your brother was here.
Why? He didn't do nothing. The old Hank would have slit Rafa's belly like a fat pig.
Shut your mouth, Bertha.
¿Por qué, carnal? You back down, ese? I could have taken that sucker on all by myself.
That's enough, Rudy. You're drunk.
Hank, what if Rafas comes back with all his gang?
Well, then we'll kill the sons of bitches!
¡Órale! ¡La 38 rifa!
En los bailes que inventé, el bolero y el bigín, de todos los bailes juntos, me gusta bailar el swing.
October 12th, 1942, Columbus Day, 450th anniversary of the discovery of America. Headlines.
President Roosevelt salutes good neighbors in Latin America. British begin drive to oust Rommel from North Africa.
Japs and death grip on Pacific Isles.
Web of Zoot Suit crime spreads.
U.S. Marines land bridgehead on Guadalcanal.
First Mexican braceros arrive in USA.
Sleepy Lagoon murder trial opens tomorrow.
Henry! How you doing, son? Listen, I brought someone with me that wants very much to meet you. I thought you wouldn't mind.
Hello, my name's Alice Bloomfield, and I'm a reporter from the Daily People's World.
Pues no comment.
And, I might add, a red-hot member of the ad hoc committee that's fighting for you guys.
Oh, George, I'd hardly call it fighting, for Pete's sake. This struggle's just barely begun, but we're sure gonna win it, aren't we, Henry?
I doubt it.
Oh, come on, Henry. How about it, son? You all set for tomorrow? Anything you need? Anything I can get for you?
Yeah. What about the clean clothes you promised me? I can't go to court looking like this.
You mean they didn't give them to you?
What?
Your mother dropped them off 2 days ago. Clean pants, shirt, socks, underwear, the works. I cleared it with the sheriff last week.
They haven't given me nothing.
I'm beginning to smell something around here. Sorry, no joke intended.
Look, George, I don't like being like this. I ain't dirty. Go do something, man.
Now calm down. Take it easy, son. I'll check on it right now. Oh, Alice?
I'll be okay, George.
I'll be right back.
Now that I have you all to myself, mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
I got nothing to say.
How do you know? I haven't asked you anything yet. Relax. I'm from the progressive press, okay? Now, the regular press is saying that the Pachuco crime wave is fascist-inspired. Any thoughts about that?
No.
What about the American Japanese? Is it true they're directing the subversive activities of the Pachucos from inside the relocation camps?
This one's all yours, Itzin.
Look, lady, I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I'm talking about you, Henry Reyna, and what the regular press has been saying. Are you aware you're in here just because some big shot up in San Simeon wants to sell more papers? It's true.
So?
So? He's the man who started this Mexican crime wave stuff. Then the police got into the act. Get the picture? Somebody's using you as a patsy.
Who are you calling patsy?
I'm sorry, but it's true.
What makes you so goddamn smart?
I'm a reporter. It's my business to know.
Puro pedo. She's just a dumb broad, only good for you know what.
Look, Miss Bloomfield, just leave me alone, all right?
Look, let's just back up and start all over, okay? Hello, my name's Alice Bloomfield, and I'm not a reporter. I'm just someone who very much wants to be your friend. Can you believe that?
Why should I?
Because I'm with you.
Oh, yeah? Well, then how come you ain't in jail with me?
We're all in jail, Henry. Some of us just don't know it.
Ooh.
Look, believe it or not, I was born in Los Angeles just like you. But for some strange reason, I grew up here not knowing very much about Mexicans at all. I'm just trying to learn.
What?
Little details. Like that tattooed cross on your hand. Is that the sign of the Pachuco?
Orale.
Did I embarrass you? I'm sorry, your mother happened to mention it.
My mother? You talked to my jefita?
Yes, and your father and Lupe and Rudy, the whole family gave me a hell of an interview, but your mother was sensational. I especially liked her story about the midnight raid, how the police rushed into your house with drawn guns looking for you on some trumped-up charge, and how your father told them you were already in jail. God, I would have paid to see the cops' faces.
Well, don't believe everything my jefa tells you. There's a lot she doesn't know. I'm no angel.
I'll just bet you're not. But you have been taken in for suspicion a dozen times, kept in jail for a few days, then released for lack of evidence, and it's all stayed on your juvenile record.
Yeah, well, I ain't no punk, see?
I know. You're an excellent mechanic, and you fix all the guys' cars. Well, at least you're not one of the lumpen proletariat.
The lumpen what?
Skip it. Let's just say you're a classic social victim.
Bullshit.
Are you saying you're guilty?
Of what?
Of the Sleepy Lagoon murder.
What if I am?
Are you?
Well, let's see. Are you?
Charlie. I pulled a lot of shit in my time, but I didn't do that.
Henry? I'm sorry, but damn it, something's coming off here and the clothes have been withheld. I'll have to bring it up in court.
In court?
They've left me no choice.
What's going on?
It's a setup, George. Another lousy setup.
It's just the beginning, son. Nobody said this is going to be a fair fight. Well, if they're going to fight dirty, so am I. Legally, but dirty. Trust me.
Henry, no matter what happens in the trial, I want you to know that I believe you're innocent. Remember that when you look out and it looks like some sort of lynch mob, some of us, a lot of us, are right there with you.
Okay, Alice, let's scram. I got a million things to do. Henry, see you tomorrow under the big top. Good luck, son.
Thumbs up, Henry. We're gonna beat this rap.
Thumbs up, Henry. We're gonna beat this rap. You really think you're gonna beat this one, Ese?
No, I don't want to think about it.
Well, you gotta think about it, Hank. Because everybody's playing you for a sucker. Wake up, carnal.
Look, Vato, what the hell do you expect me to do?
Hang tough. Stop going soft.
Who's going soft?
You're hoping for something that isn't gonna happen, Ese. These patties are leading you by the nose. Do you really believe you stand a chance?
Yeah, I think I got a chance.
Just because that white broad says so, huh?
Nelly, sí. Just because Hank Reyna says so.
The classic social victim, huh?
Mira, ese. Hank Reyna's no loser. I'm coming out of this thing on top. ¿Me entiendes, Mendez?
Don't try to out Pachuco me, ese. Pues we'll see who comes out on top. Let's go to court.
The largest mass trial in the history of Los Angeles County opens this morning in the Superior Court at 10 a.m. The infamous Sleepy Lagoon murder case involves 66 charges against 22 defendants, with 7 lawyers pleading for the defense, 2 for the prosecution. The district attorney estimates that over 100 witnesses will be called and has sworn, I quote, to put an end to Mexican baby gangsterism, end quote.
The Superior Court of the State of California. In and for the County of Los Angeles, Department 43. The Honorable F.W. Charles presiding. All rise.
Please be seated. Bailiff, call this case.
The people of the state of California versus Henry Reyna, Ismael Torres, Thomas Roberts, Jose Castro, and 18 other Pachucos.
Is counsel for the defense present?
Yes, Your Honor.
Please proceed.
Your Honor.
If the court please. It was reported to me on Friday that the district attorney has absolutely forbidden the sheriff's office to permit these boys to have clean clothes or haircuts. Now, it's been 3 months since the boys were arrested.
Your Honor, there is testimony we expect to develop that the 38th Street gang are characterized by their style of haircut.
3 months, Your Honor.
The thick, heavy heads of hair, the ducktail comb, the Pachuco pants.
Your Honor, I can only infer that the prosecution is trying to make these boys look disreputable, like mobsters.
Their appearance is distinctive, Your Honor. It's essential to the case.
You are trying to exploit the fact that these boys look foreign in appearance. Yet clothes like these are being worn by kids all over America.
Your Honor.
I don't believe we'll have any difficulty if their clothing becomes dirty.
What about the haircuts, Your Honor?
They didn't go to jail looking like Marines, Mr. Shearer. It's a little late to change their tonsorial appearance. The Zoot haircuts will be retained throughout the trial for purposes of identification of defendants by witnesses.
You hear that one, Ese? Listen to it again.
The Zoot haircuts will be retained throughout the trial for purposes of identification of defendants by witnesses.
He wants to be sure we know who you are.
Now, it's been brought to my attention that the jury is having trouble telling one boy from another. So I'm going to rule the defendants must stand each time their names are mentioned.
I object. If the prosecution is making an accusation, it will look like self-incrimination.
Not necessarily. Please proceed, Mr. Prosecutor.
Then if the court please, might I request that my clients be allowed to sit with me during the trial so that I might consult with them?
Request denied.
May I inquire of Your Honor if the defendant, Thomas Roberts, might rise from his seat and walk over to the counsel table so as to consult with me during the trial?
I certainly will not permit that.
You will not?
No. This is a small courtroom, Mr. Shearer. We can't have 22 defendants all over the place.
Then I object on the grounds that that is a denial of the rights guaranteed all defendants by both the federal and state constitutions.
Well, that is your opinion. Call your first witness.
Prosecution calls Lieutenant Sam Edwards of the Los Angeles Police Department.
You know what? We already heard from that vato.
Prosecution calls Sergeant Jack Smitty Smith of the Los Angeles Police Department.
Look at your gang, Ese. They do look like mobsters. Se watchan bien gacho.
Come on, vatos, sit up.
We're tired, Hank.
My butt is sore.
Yeah, look at the soft chairs the jury's got.
What do you expect? They're trying to make us look bad. Come on, straighten up.
Simón Vatos, Hank's right.
Más salva nalga.
Put some class on your ass.
Sit up.
The Caucasian, especially Anglo-Saxon youth, when engaged in fighting, resort to fisticuffs and may at times kick each other, which is considered unsportive. But this Mexican element considers all that to be a sign of weakness, and all he knows and feels is a desire to use a knife to kill or at least let blood. This inborn characteristic comes down from the bloodthirsty Aztecs.
Objection, Your Honor. I move that this entire testimony be stricken from the record.
Out of order. Overruled. Proceed, Sergeant Smith.
And when added to the use of liquor or marijuana, then we certainly have crimes of violence.
Pues, put on your feathers, ese ya te chingaron.
Marijuana, marijuana boogie. Marijuana, marijuana boogie. Marijuana, that's my baby's name. Put on your drapes, ese vato, make those calcos shine. Put on your drapes, ese vato, make those calcos shine. They're holding court on the corner, it's marijuana boogie time.
Still feeling patriotic, ese?
What do you mean? The trial just started.
Let's cut the shit and get to the verdict, Hank. This is 1942, or is it 1492?
You're doing this to me, vato.
Something inside you craves the punishment, ese. The public humiliation, the human sacrifice. Only there's no more pyramids, carnal. Only the gas chamber.
But I didn't do it, ese. I didn't kill anybody.
I got a woman named Juana. Juana, Juana, Juana. Juana. But all the men she's made love to, they call her marijuana. Marijuana, that's my baby's name.
Who knows, ese? Maybe your little chick can save your cachetes. Watcha.
The defense calls Della Barrios.
Della Barrios to the stand.
Don't tell them nothing.
Tu visita, carnal.
State your name, please.
Adela Barrios?
Miss Barrios, were you with Henry Reyna on the night of August 1st, 1942?
Yes.
Henry Reyna, please stand.
Miss Barrios, please tell the court what transpired that night.
Well, after the dance that Saturday night, Henry and I drove out to the Sleepy Lagoon about 11:30.
This is LA TheaterWorks' production of Zoot Suit by Luis Valdez. Our story continues next time. I'm Susan Loewenberg, producing director of LA TheaterWorks.